Hey guys, it's me again, Barry with Barry's 8-Track and Classic Car Radio Repair, and I'm wearing a Muntz stereo t-shirt given to me by a previous customer because I'm demonstrating a Muntz combination 4 8-track player today. This unit will play both 8-track tapes and 4-track tapes. Customer sent it in requesting it to be converted for use with a modern radio. So what I do in that case is this basically just becomes an aux source, and I disconnect all the original electronics. See if we can get this cover pulled off here, and then everything that I install is right on top where it can be gotten to. This is my new preamp that I install. I build this by hand. It's my own design. It has individually adjustable output levels, since we don't really know the gain of the aux input of his radio, and so I've got the output controls adjustable. And then this is also replace the original motor with my adjustable speed motor, and here's your speed adjustment. So we'll just leave this open for the moment so I can go ahead and hook her up and give her a quick demonstration. Let's see, we're going to hook our outputs. Oh yeah, and then in the back, all your speaker wiring is removed because since this is now just an aux source, it only has a preamp, it no longer has a speaker amplifier, so these controls will no longer have any effect because all your control of volume, tone, and balance will be done at the radio, and the only thing that still works on this is the track change button and the reject plunger. And you press this in when you want to eject the tape. So let's go ahead and hook this puppy up and give her a quick demonstration. I may need to turn my receiver back on because it's got a really sensitive overload detection circuit, and if I turn it on and it's set to a lot of volume, it shuts down and I have to turn it off and back on. So I'll just try to prevent having to do that by starting off at low volume in the first place. Okay, so we're all hooked up here. Let's see, I got my receiver down at a low volume. Let's go ahead and we'll try an 8-track tape first. Got some Neil Sedaki as usual. Let's go ahead and pop her in, turn our power supply on. So we got 12 volts going to the unit. Okay, here we go. Okay, just takes me a second to figure out why stuff's not working here. There we go. Alright, make sure we got both speakers. Change tracks a bunch of times. Okay, don't need those anymore. Okay, I'm going to push the reject button, eject the tape, and now we're going to try a 4-track tape. We're going to switch this over to 4-track. It's got an 8/4 selector. Switch this over to 4-track, and naturally a 4-track tape only has 2 programs. Let's go ahead and pop her in. Okay, got to remember I was saying about that problem I had with my receiver. There we go. Okay, so now you're listening to the strains of Boots Randolph on 4-track. Okay, I'm going to press the reject to eject the tape. Now, there is a reason for this reject. First of all, let me see. I don't think you can, yeah, because ordinarily with most 8-track players, you can just pull the tape right out. But I'll show you why you can't do it on this one. And it's really a huge design flaw. We don't need this thing to operate anymore because I've already demonstrated that. So let's just disconnect it so I can manipulate this thing. Okay, what was I complaining about? Yeah, okay. The way this holds an 8-track tape in is destructive to the pressure roller that's used on the 4-track setting. So I'll show you. See if I can simulate inserting a tape, figure out what it engages. Okay, So when you push the tape in, it presses on this lever right here. This lever pressing down on this lever causes this pressure roller to snap up in place against the capstan. So let's just simulate a tape being inserted, and you can see that pressure roller comes up. Now this is not used with the 8-track because the 8-track tapes have their own pressure roller, but a 4-track tape does not. That's why this pressure roller is needed. Now here's the huge design flaw I'm talking about. Okay, that pressure roller, let's put her back down. Let's hit it. I guess if I hit reject, it'll let that thing back down. Alrighty. Now, how does this hold the tape in? Okay, we know it snaps up the pressure roller, but how does that hold the tape in place? I mean, you can't just hold it by the tape. You have to hold it by the cartridge, of course. So you'll notice that this tape, most 8-track tapes, had this little recessed area right there. And it's right here that roller comes up and presses that tape in place. So the whole time that this tape is in the machine, that pressure roller is pressing against it, but it's not turning, meaning that eventually it's going to create a flat spot on that pressure roller, and your 4-track tapes are going to sound like crap after that happens. So that's just a design flaw that we can't do anything about. It's inherent in the machine, and there's nothing we can do about it. I don't know why they did it that way. Probably because it was cheaper to manufacture that way. But at any rate, we have shown that the converted combination 4 8-track is working properly through the RCA outputs, and we have adjustable output levels so that you can adjust it to match the gain of your radio's input circuits, and we have adjustable speed on the motor. And then I'll just point out one more really nice thing as it pertains to head adjustment. Once this cover is in place, it will only let you get to the adjustment that you're adjusting. Now I know that sounds kind of strange, but okay. Right now we're on the 4-track setting, and you can see which adjustment screw is accessible. Now we switched over to the 8-track setting, and there's another screw that's accessible and the other one's not. So this actually has a separate head adjustment for 4 and 8-track. And you want to make sure you have it set on the right setting when you're making adjustments, because chances are if you misadjust it, well, you'll figure it out. But at any rate, it is currently properly adjusted. So all I got to do is put the cover back on, and she's ready to go back. This comes from Dave and Vicky, and because I did not make them fill out a work order, and I generally don't hold on to packages, I don't have their shipping address, so I'll just have to wait until they call me. They did call me about a month ago to check on the progress of the unit. I said it'd be a few more weeks, so chances are they'll be calling again very soon anyway, especially if they see this video and see that it's complete. So I'm Barry with Barry's 8-Track and Classic Car Radio Repair, and I do ask all customers to visit my website before calling me with general questions. My website is designed to save about 15 minutes to a half hour of time on the phone explaining the same stuff over and over and over. You guys are welcome to call me. I would like to talk to the person that I'm going to be sending my unit and my money to. Of course, I would like to talk to him to make sure he's a good guy, that he's accessible, that he's reachable, and all that stuff. But as far as what all do you do not call me with that question. What all do you do is on my website. So please call me after you know what all I do, and know that I work on your type of unit, and that you know my policies, my prices, my options, my turn times, and all that stuff. That's all covered on the website and in the work order that you have to fill out anyway. So one way or another, you're going to have to refer to written material if you want to do business with me. So I'm just making it so that it can be efficient and operational, and I can continue my work on the bench without having to spend half an hour with each new customer on the phone. So thanks so much for watching and listening. My website's in the description below, and my phone number is too. See you guys next time.